Oi pups, Oi the Wolf here, and today I'm just going to be, I'm going to tell you a very scary story that happened whenever I was little. And if you hear any background noises, I'm sorry, but my washer, hold on. What is wrong with this? Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I hope that it fixed itself. I've been waiting here for a while, so it probably did. Now, this is if you don't know, I have gotten rid of the fear of toasters. Now, toasters just make me rage, so anytime I see a toaster, I will automatically try to throw it on the floor. If not making toast, then I will actually slap the toaster, or I will punch it or try to throw it on the floor if I'm not making toast. And but my biggest fear is doors. They creak. There's the door to the underground. There's the door to a broken heart. There's a door to everything. Okay? Oh my god, everything just went completely freaking silent. Okay, so the doors creak. They make noises. They make scary noises. There are doors, and robbers can break them down and rob your house. Just everything. I don't like doors, but I'm happy that we have doors in our lives, so that way if any people do try to rob your house, they have to get through something first. That is actually very, very powerful. Anyway, like I said, my biggest fear is doors, and I'm gonna tell you why. So when I was about 9 or 10 years old, I lived in an old house, and at that time, I had just finished watching Bones. If you haven't heard that, it's the one with murder investigations and the FBI and stuff like that. I watched CSI, My Little Pony. I am a Pegasister. Don't judge. Anyway, so I just finished watching an episode with Bones with my mom, and I had just gotten out of the shower. After I watched the episode of Bones, and honestly, it didn't scare me as much. You know how you always watch a horror movie, and afterwards you get paranoid for a week, you see a skeleton, and it pops out of a closet, and then you're automatically scared that there's a hanging skeleton in your closet? Yeah, that was me whenever I was little. I've gotten over that fear because I don't really see anything wrong with my house. But I am getting a little bit scared because, the Shadow Man and the noises outside, and, we live in an apartment, so noises are common, but the shadow person I finished thinking about it, and I am a theorist, so I theorized something, and I'm going to tell you that at the end of the video. So, I was getting out of my shower, I was getting out of the shower, which, need I say that my bathroom was, right beside the... It's right beside my bedroom because I lived in an old house, but I moved out of that a few months after that because, anyway, got out of the shower, and I was scared to death, and I guess my fear took control of me because when I got scared, I started sweating, my heart started thumping so much I could feel it in my throat. I didn't even have to feel it with my hand. I could automatically feel it with my throat. And, there's a lump in my throat, and I was afraid to touch the mirror because, the whole Bloody Mary thing's stupid, and, so, the thing was, the reason why I was so scared wasn't just because I just watched a freaking full episode of Bones. It was because the door creaked, and I saw, a little bit of a shadow thing, and obviously it was my shadow, but I was still scared because I remember shutting the door before I got in the shower. And I kind of hallucinated. I started seeing things, and that was whenever I opened the door, and there was this shadowish creature. And it had no eyes. Its eyes, it had no eyes. It was just eye sockets. And it smiled, and its teeth was freaking razor sharp. It smiled, and it slowly tilted its head, and that lump in my throat, it went all the way down. I just started freaking crying, slammed the door, and I ran to my mom crying. And ever since that day, I have been like, I have had a huge freaking fear of doors. Now my theory, my theory, that Shadow Man could have been the same thing I hallucinated. Could have been the same thing of the Shadow Man that I saw a few nights ago, or like a few months ago. Could have been the same thing that I saw in my bathroom. But I have an upstairs neighbor, and her son died in a tragic car accident. And she said that he was a teenager. And Shadow Man looked like a male teenager. So it could have been her dead son coming back to haunt the place, which I'm not a big fan of ghosts. I don't believe in them that much. But you live in an apartment, your son dies in a car accident, you see a shadow of a teenage boy. It fits, you know? Anyway, that's basically what I wanted to say. So I'm gonna go now. Bye.